Hello everyone, my name is Jiwan Mahaber, and today we are going to be doing the subnetting skills packet tracer exercise. So for this video, what we are going to be doing is building this diagram in packet tracer. Now this diagram is showing that there are 4 subnets, 1, 2, 3, 4, but we also need to make space for 11 more as stated in the instructions here, plus allow for 11 more subnets. So, because of that, we will need to use a /28 network, which will give us 16 subnets in total, which will give us our 4 subnets here and 11 more, which was required. So, as you can see here now, I have already calculated all the necessary information that is needed. So, we are going to be using a network of 192.168.5.0/28. We already calculated our magic number, and our subnet mask is not slash is 240 with a /28. Now, as you can see, we have PC0. We have already calculated the IP address and the default gateway for all our PCs. Plus, we have also calculated our, well, not calculated really, this is just a description of our default gateway here, which needs to be inserted into the routers. So let's move on to this diagram here. So as you can see now, I have already connected everything on this diagram. This actually is a fully functional network, and you can see that in comparison it is the same as the diagram stated. So you can see that all of the PCs, let's say PC11, everything is already connected. One second, right. So you can see also that we have a perfect connection. So we have replies after pinging networks. We got replies from them. We sent 4. We received 4, so 0 was lost, which is what we needed. We can see on the router here, we also have our default gateways and subnet mask inserted in them. So this network here is fully functional. But how did we reach this stage? So let's go on to a network that has not been set up yet. So it is the same concept as the previous network. We now need to insert all our IP addresses into our devices. So before I get started, now if you all are trying to reproduce the same diagram and follow as I'm going along, and you realize that you do not have enough connections on your router for your switches, your router will provide 2 for you on default. But if you would like more ports, what you need to do is switch off the router, and you would replace 2 of them, these 2 switches here, with this here, 1CFE, right? You switch on back your router, and then you'll be able to connect a switch to them. So, okay, so I can see that one of them has cancelled. So let's go to copper straight through. So 0, 0, and I believe, right, fast Ethernet 5. So we have back our same diagram. So without further ado, let's get started to insert these IP addresses into these PCs, the devices we have here. So let's start with PC0. Now, as you can see, I have already calculated all of our IP addresses. So what we need to do is just copy and paste into our diagram. So PC0 starts at 192.168. Right, so let's go here. PC0 192.168.5.1. Our subnet mask is going to be 240, and our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.14, which is our last usable host on this network. Now bear in mind that the default gateway is our last usable host on this network. Now just to be clear, make sure, yes, it is 14. Good. So that is set up there. Let's go on to PC1. IP configuration, same process, 192.168.5.2. Our subnet mask is 240, and our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.14. Right, let's go on to PC2. It's gonna be, now I would have fast forward this process, being that it is the same thing, but I know that some of you will need some time to look and get the hang of it, so I will not fast forward. I'll just do it right here. 192.168.5.3, and our subnet mask is going to be 240 with our default gateway set as 192.168.5.14. Sorry about that. 2168, 192.168.3. Okay, good. So we have set up these three PCs. So let's go on to our router now, and we are going to go to config fast Ethernet 0, which is this wire that is connected from switch 0 to router 0. Fast Ethernet 0. IP address is going to be our default gateway, 192.168.5.14. We have our subnet mask of 240. And you want to make sure that your port status is on. Okay. So, alright, so we have a green there already. Now we're just going to wait for this to turn green. So let's go on to PC3. Desktop, IP configuration, IP address. I'm going to give it, PC3. 192.168.5.17. So 192.168.5.17, I believe it was. Yes, 17. So we're good to go. 192.1, right. Subnet mask of 0240, right. And our default gateway for this network is going to be 30. Okay. So default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.30. Okay, let's make sure all information is correct. 192.168.5.17, 240. Right. We have everything there set. Now let's go on to PC4. This is going to be desktop IP 192.168.5.18. And our subnet mask is going to be 240. Our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.30. Alright, okay. So for each of these networks, right, for 1, 2, 3, the default gateway is going to be the same. 1, 2, 3, default gateway is going to be the same. 1, 2, 3, that doesn't change for this certain network only. So once you change the network, then your default gateway is going to change in this process, okay? Just bear that in mind, please, guys. 192.168.5.19. And we're going to put a subnet mask of 240, sorry. Right, our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.30. Right, 192.168.30. Right, good. So now we're going to go on to PC. Right, sorry, before we do that, let's go and set up this router fast Ethernet 1. 192.168.5.30. Subnet mask of 240. Right. Make sure your port status is on, guys, always. Right. Right, we have established a connection. Oh wait, so we are seeing here that we have already established our connection with this one. So this one, let's wait for this to load. So it's going to PC6 now. 678. Right, we starting at the first 33, and our default gateway is going to be 46. So 33. Let's start at. Sorry about that. Desktop IP config. IP address 192.168. So dot 5.33. Subnet mask of 240. And our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5. What did we just say? 46, I believe. Yes, 46. Yes, 192.168.5.46. Shoot, 46. Good. Right, 192.168.5.33, 46, 192.168.5.240. Okay. Let's go on to PC7 now, which is going to be 192.168.5.34. Our subnet mask is going to be 240, sorry. Our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.46. Right, 3446, good. PC8 now, we are going to do the exact same thing, just this is going to change to 35, 192.168.5.35. Our subnet mask is going to remain the same, 240, and our default gateway is going to be 192.168.5.46, right? Okay, make sure everything there is correct, right? 192.168, 192.165, 35, okay. Okay, let's go into the router now, and let's go into Fast Ethernet 4, and let's set up this, which is going to be our default gateway for that network, which is 192.168.5.46. And our subnet mask should, right, 240, make sure your port status is on, and let's cancel. Right, we already have one green there already. Let's wait for this one to load. Okay, so this one has already loaded. That's good. Let's go on to PC9. Before we click that, let's check our IP address for PC9, which is going to be 192.168.5.49, and our default gateway is going to be 62. So 49, desktop IP config, IP address 192.168.5.49, and our subnet mask remains the same, 240, and our default gateway is going to change to 192.168.5.62. Correct? I believe so. It's 62. Correct, yes. Right. So 192.168.5.49, 192.168.5.260. Okay. Right. Let's go into PC10, which is going to be 192.168.5.50, right? Subnet mask is going to be our 240, and our default gateway is going to be 192. Oh my god, 192.168.5.62, right? 62, right? 50, 62, 5, right? 192.240. Good. Guys, next thing I should say, always make sure that when you are entering your IP configuration or any information, always make sure and double check to make sure the information is correct, because later on if you have to configure this network and you encounter a problem, you're gonna have to come back and look to see where did you go wrong. Okay guys, so let's go on to PC11 now. Desktop IP configuration 192.168.5.51, right? 49, 50, 51. And let's go on to our default gateway 240, and sorry, our subnet mask, why did I say? Okay, so let's put our default gateway as 192.168.5.51. 168.5 dot, I'm so sorry, let's just calculate that one more time. Right, we're looking at PC11, so let's go for 62. Okay, that's our default gateway. Yeah, so we have to do it over again. 192.168.5.62. Sorry. I'm sorry for the cutoff just now. My computer glitched for a second. So I don't know if I caught this in the other video, but it is 192.168.5.51, and we have the same subnet mask, and our default gateway is 62 still. Now you can see that this one would be 50. So yes, PC 11, sorry, is 51 now. Great. So I believe I have all the information intact. Let's check that one more time. Double check always. 62, 50. We have connected this also. Yes, 49, 62. Okay, so let's go into the router now. And for the router, we are going to be configuring this. Enter the default gateway, which is 192.168.5.62. And our subnet mask is going to be 240. Make sure your port status is on, and that's it for this route, right? So now it's loading. Okay, so let's wait for that. Let's give that a second to load, and I will join you back once it is finished loading. It's finished loading, as you can see. So we have fully established a network here, but so this network is fully functional, okay? But how would we know exactly if it's functional? I mean, we cannot just look at these arrows and say, okay, it's green, it's functional. So let's do some connecting. Let's take PC0. Okay, let's start with PC0 as it is like the right there. And we're gonna go on command prompt, right? And let's see how our packages will be sent. So let's ping PC0 to PC3. Okay, before we do that, let me just check this address. So this is going to be 192.168.5. Okay, PC0, sorry, command prompt, ping 192.168.5.17. Yes, enter. Okay, it's waiting. Right, okay, great. So there it is. We have our replies from PC3. So let's go on now and let's see. Let's try a different network. So we know that we have established connection with one network to another network. Let's try PC7. Let's try pinging PC0 to PC7. So ping, same procedure. Let's move this so you can see 192. Oh, okay, let's check this. Sorry, this is gonna be okay. PC0 192.168.5. Right, and we have replied instantly. That's okay. Okay, that's great. So we have a reply again. So that's, well, as you can see that this network is fully functional. So what we can do is we can just go here now, right? So this is the network we are working on, and this is the network that we have previously worked on. Now I know it's like exactly the same. Okay, so we have our same thing, same exact procedure. After connecting the networks, we can see that we have lost no files. 4 was sent, 4 was received. Just to make sure that this is not, you can see that there is two different networks, guys. Placements are a little bit off with the lining, so you can tell that is two different networks, pages, but it is the same network, and the both are perfectly working. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for